that, what are we looking forward to? And this, I'm gonna let this be a potpourri, as they say, a grab
Potpourri.
a potpourri. That's right.
Potpourri.
That's
Potpourri
right.
pot.
So anything. This could be in real life. This could be a game you're looking forward to, a convention you're looking forward to. Just what are some of the highlights that you are really excited about for 2024? And anybody can start.
I would tell. Yes.
That was I'm taking this and running with this.
That was a quick switch. Go for it.
So we're going to Spain in 2024 for like a little over 2 weeks.
Okay.
Nice.
I know that like I'll have another role-playing game come out under the Faith No More thing. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I also know like we'll be going to PopCon.
Yep.
And so the same week, right? April. You're like April.
Just the whole month.
April's gonna be awesome because we'll be in Spain for like over 2 weeks. As soon as I get back from Spain, then I go to the statewide conference in Bloomington for 2 days, and then we have PopCon that weekend.
Nice.
April's gonna be cool, but really it's Spain.
Right.
That's what next year's all about.
What else
I
do
feel
you
you.
need the rest
There's
of
other
it?
projects I'm working on. No, man, I can't wait to get back to the Barcelona.
There you go.
All
There
right.
you go.
Well, I'll just while we got the camera over here, I'm gonna say the last few years from a video gaming perspective have been incredible. I'm really looking forward to more information about the Nintendo Switch 2, which is rumored to be September. And I know particularly my wife is a big Nintendo Switch fan, and we got a lot of Switch folks here. And
Yeah.
I have really kind of enjoyed the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally. I'm now running the Lenovo Legion Go, and handheld gaming is kind of picking up steam again. And
See what you did there.
I'm really enjoying what's happening in video gaming right now, and look forward to those next things. The tech IT nerd that I am, really look forward to see how that stuff changes over the next year. So.
I'm ready. I'm as ready as Jason was.
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of similar to yours. So this coming October will be mine and Jake's 5th wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
And-
Which one is this one?
5.
5, Don. I just said that.
I quit.
It's the one that comes after 4, but it
No.
is before 6.
Wow.
I think
Wow.
like do you mean like the first year's paper?
He does. Oh, he absolutely does.
Right,
because
right.
Jake and I do traditional gifts with
I
each
hate
other.
you
But
so much.
I'm looking it up.
No,
I'm
she
looking it up.
knows.
Oh, okay.
I know she knows.
This one should be wood. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure the traditional
All right.
gift for year 5 is wood.
Wood.
So yeah, that's
It
what,
is
so,
wood.
yeah.
Everything
I'm
popping
excited.
up is wood.
Yeah, so we try our best.
They're going to give each other logs.
traditional gifts.
Yeah.
It's long, it's big, it's heavy, it's wood.
But we gotta go to commercial for a minute. I'm
It's
sorry.
better
Hold
than
on.
that. It's good.
Oh,
Anywho, okay.
man.
Bringing it back around. 5th wedding anniversary. For our anniversary, we are going to be spending roughly 2 weeks in Hawaii.
Nice.
So we will be doing a Hawaii inter-island cruise because part of our travel thing that we do is we want to see every U.S. national park.
Okay.
Not every U.S. national park property because there's over 400 of those, just the main 63 parks.
Just. Sure.
And there are 2 in Hawaii. And the best way to see the 2 in Hawaii are to take a cruise inter-island because then you
That
don't
makes
have to
sense.
book flights, you don't
Yeah.
have to book hotels.
Sure.
Your hotel is floating on water.
Absolutely.
And then we're booking some time about half a week before and about half a week after our cruise because our wedding anniversary is also 3 days after 3 days before Jake's birthday. So it's like a big combined thing.
Wow.
So that's our big thing for next year. But I'm also super excited because we didn't get to talk about our best thing in 2023, but our best thing in 2023 was that we bought our first house. And now
I'm sorry.
I can literally
I also have
drive
one that I'm gonna-
to Joshy's house sub 5 minutes. It's fantastic. So we're really excited to just keep making our house into our home. And it's so crazy because we've only lived there for 6 months. And
Oh my gosh, that's
I'm like, oh, we don't have this done and we don't have that done. And I want to paint the ceiling in the downstairs bathroom. And I'm like, wait, it hasn't even been half a year. We have all this time to do these things.
You're never gonna get done.
No, I'm
Believe me, the bank is not counting on you leaving anytime soon.
yeah, so I'm super excited to
have
take
time.
2024 to continue doing all of the awesome home projects that we have planned.
There you go.
Yay,
There you
DIY
go.
network right there.
Avital?
Well, I am also going to Spain. But
dot dot dot.
So, and obviously, yeah, I'm excited about that. Of course, it's a big trip. You've been to Spain.
Yeah.
I've never been to Spain.
We're seeing France.
You're
too.
also being.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
So, we're going to an island, and then we're going to
Palma.
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 That's the name of it. And then we're going to, a city in France that's on the water, right? So we're still kind of staying in like this sort of area, and then
Mediterranean. Are you guys south
it's South France.
France?
Yeah, we'll be on
Yeah.
like the Spanish and French Riviera.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the
Very
word.
cool.
And Madrid and Barcelona. At the end.
Marseille is this place. In
Marseille. That's what it is.
Nice.
French. Sidebar momentarily. Man, French is such a weird language.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so.
right, it sure is.
I added it onto my Duolingo. I guess it's technically the fourth language I added, even though I only actively study 3 of them. Anyways, man, it's so weird, but it is also it's also interesting. I talk about this actually a lot on stream. But the Romance languages, the similarities
Oh yeah.
are sometimes so similar. But then there's these weird things. You're just like, okay,
Yep.
well, where did
that come from?
well, I don't. All right,
You do
Spanish
you,
and
French.
Spanish and Portuguese,
Yeah.
especially, are just
Yeah.
sometimes so close. And then there's other things you're just like,
I had trouble. I tried to
Why?
start Portuguese and I kept confusing myself because it was so close to Spanish. I would keep putting in the Spanish version and I went, oh, crud. This is
I've done
gonna
that a
go
little
well.
bit.
See,
but
I saved myself from any of these problems. The only language I know besides English is German. Nothing's like German.
Through the Romance
Yelling
languages.
language.
the funny thing
right.
is that German is the 4th language on my Duolingo, but I don't actively study it.
Thank
I
you.
was a little bit at one point.
Right.
In theory, it's buried in there somewhere because I lived there when I was a kid.
Yeah,
And I went to kindergarten there. But anyways,
Every time you select it, it just goes 9.
You can sound so mad in German. That's why it's great. There's nothing that sounds as mad as a German yelling at you. I'm sure of it.
yeah, but you don't have to yell German. Right?
You know,
But it's so much more fun.
like a Russian yelling at you is also pretty.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
terrifying. Someone in
Ooh.
Russian.
No.
Yeah.
If really any of the Cyrillic languages,
Yeah.
they're just
That's
so
true.
different.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, English is technically a Germanic language.
Actually, yeah, that's true.
Even though
Mouth.
English is what I read, wherever I read on the internet, English is the language that jumps the other languages in the alley and beats them up and takes spare,
Take spare words.
spare
Yeah.
words
Yeah.
and grammar parts out of their pockets.
That's the most accurate description I think I've
Like,
ever heard of it.
English is that's so weird. Give me that. However,
Where's that ing?
It's mine.
what I am, I don't know, the most looking forward to in 2024, but I'm really excited to see where things continue to go with my streaming, because it's been really cool because of the Minecraft server that I watched, the QSMP. I have found a lot more international non-English speaking streamers and content creators that I follow now, and because of that, I started watching this Brazilian RPG on stream, like reacting to it, right? Like Cellbit creates it. It's called Paranormal Order in English, and because of that, I end up having Brazilians in my stream chat most days, which is not something I would have ever thought would happen ever before. But I think, like, just as I continue doing streaming, or doing that and playing games and stuff, like, I'm just really interested to see where things go. I don't think I'm gonna, like, explode or anything, but I do think that if I continue along in the way that I'm going, like, I have the possibility of, maybe actually being able to make some money from this. I mean, technically, I already make money from it, but it's like every couple months, they're like, oh, look, your family members giving you their free Prime subs has finally reached $50. Here's 48 deposited in your bank account.
Cool. I can go out.
You know what I mean? Like,
Take that money from Amazon.
exactly. but I'm just really excited. And like I said, I actually like have bought computer games, several of them, because I want to play. I don't really play that much by myself, but I want to play things on stream, and I think it's going to be really fun.
Nice.
So,
nice.
there's that.
All right.
Avital Elizabeth on Twitter and YouTube and Instagram and Twitch and just everywhere. It's Avital Elizabeth.
So just keep it thank you for keeping it consistent, because sometimes they've got one for YouTube, then it's a different handle for Twitch, and it's a different handle for their Instagram. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
I
because
can't keep track of it
they
all.
don't have a unique enough name.
Yeah, everyone needs to be named. No, then if everyone was named Avital, that wouldn't be a unique name. Never
Twitter
mind.
wouldn't give us the established facts. I tried.
Oh,
Somebody already had it.
It's probably
probably.
it's exactly
'Cause
right.
it- you know.
If you have something, that's why I made the little film company I have called Curious Alien. I'm like, it exists nowhere. I'm getting everything now. It's called
Yes.
Curious Alien now, and
Cool.
we're good.
own it all forever, and you're good. Yeah.
My dad once offered, this was a while ago, to like buy me like a domain, like website name. And I never like decided on like what to do, but I'm like, if I ever wanted to actually have a website, I should, the only reason that it would be taken is if somebody took it because I was getting popular.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
to then try and sell it to me.
Yeah.
In that case, I would avoid whatever .com that they had bought and use a different one.
you-
But
You could just be the real Avital Elizabeth,
Yes.
whatever, right? You
I've
know?
seen that.
Yeah, make it real
you know.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how often do people actually type in a website name when you're like, especially if you're like looking at, oh, this is a streamer. Yeah, you're probably clicking on links.
Yeah,
It's
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
I have a link tree. Everything's in there. It's fine.
It's,
like,
it's fine.
So do we.
Yep.
That tree / casting robot.
/ Avital Elizabeth.
Yeah. Need to get you on our link tree.
Yeah, I need to get the podcast on mine.
Oh yeah.
I have.
Me on your link tree?
Well, I think I have your YouTube on my link tree.
Oh, really?
Your Synthus, I think.
Oh.
I could put the other one
Don't
too
worry.
if you
It's
want.
okay.
Yeah, whatever. We can talk about that.
Yeah, anyways,
We've been promoting people since we started. You can't be that surprised. On
Yeah. I feel-
Anyways.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Not surprised at all. Not surprised at all. Deb.
Hi. How you doing? After all that, how you doing?
Apparently, we're not looking forward to anything.
Yeah, Deb's like 2024. Who cares about that?
Yeah, what's going on next? No,
What you got, Deb?
so I think probably what I'm looking for, the thing I'm looking forward to, but it also is going to require work on my part. So therefore I have to throw it out, I have to do the work involved. But if we do the work involved, so my daughter and my son, this year's Gen Con, they played a game in the Pathfinder.
Last year's Gen Con.
Was that last?
23. Wait, 24 hasn't happened yet, honey.
Okay, I guess I was. I'm in my brain. I'm still in 23.
Yeah, we're not.
I'm not actually in.
Just so you
24
know,
yet.
the title of this episode
Nope.
is New Year, same us.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
only tomorrow
right.
after you've gone, tomorrow's after you've gone to sleep.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Right.
Precisely.
Today is, I'm still awake, so
I'm
it's
still awake.
today.
It's-
Ooh,
Right.
as a third shifter, I have to
Solidarity.
argue that with so many people because they're like, "Oh, it's
Exactly.
Friday." I'm like,
No.
"The absolute ever loving heck it is! It's Thursday."
You know what? I will
Yeah.
give you
which is when my day starts.
I will give you all of the forgiveness and grace when it comes to defining what today versus what tomorrow is, but when it comes to actually like what January 1st and December 31st are, that's a whole year. I'm not arguing a
That's
whole
fair.
year.
Deb can say the most recent Gen Con.
There you
Thank
go.
That was
There we
thank
go.
you, Avital.
Yeah, exactly,
That's literally
yeah.
what was in my head.
Yeah.
So
There
she
you
she
go.
telepathically picked up on that. The most recent Gen Con that we have attended.
Boom, there we go.
My children, my two children, yay, there we go, two. Played in a Pathfinder. It's what do they call it? Pathfinder. It's
Academy.
Academy. I was gonna say it's not Adventures, it's Academy, which is basically Junior Pathfinder, right? And they both really enjoyed it. Well, and Maggie specifically has said, well, we get a chance to play, more RPGs because she knows we play Age of Ashes, we play in Lance's game. By the way, in a second, I'm gonna also name my favorite moment
Yeah.
overall,
Okay.
because we didn't get it, and I had
Right.
one, and it's gonna get named here in a second. But my daughter especially wants to play in the, I can't reach it, but it's in front of me. Nope, force powers aren't working. The My Little Pony RPG. And we own the game. We also own there's an adventure book that's under
Dark Skies over Equestria.
Is that yes?
I'm reading it.
Oh, you're
so,
reading it.
yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay,
I
it's
can-
magically appearing in front of me with Avital's arm. Thank you. So anyway, so this is the game. The fun thing about this game is that if you learn how to run this system, you've also learned how to run Power Rangers, Transformers, and G.I. Joe. So they can play together. So initially, we're only going to be in Equestria, okay, people. We got to sort out the My Little Pony thing first. But theoretically, you could have, let her adjust. There we go. See, theoretically, you could have the Green Ranger team up with Twilight Sparkle to go against Megatron
Cobra Commander.
and Cobra Commander. This is possible. How it
Megazord
would
whips them all.
yeah, well, you're not wrong. What's the character that John Delancey plays in My Little Pony?
Demise.
Demise. See, Demise needs to come.
Isn't it
Discord.
Discord. That's
No,
what
it is.
I'm thinking of the song.
Discord. I'm thinking of the boss from Skyward Sword, which I'm playing right now. So my bad.
Okay, sorry, so bad.
Discord. I see the
So-
shadow.
Yeah,
on the-
see,
on the book.
exactly. So Discord could also maybe be against, maybe Red Ranger and Black Ranger team up to take out Discord. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. So I need to learn it. According to my bookmark, I have gone through the first maybe 5% of the book. 5 to 7% is going to be my guess of what I've gone through the book so far.
You've read more of that book than I've read of the player core for Pathfinder.
Apparently, we're in confessional now about how little we have read in these. But
Gamer
I've never read
confessional.
a complete role-playing game book ever.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
This should be-
I've never read a book in my life.
Yeah.
It should be a
I
whole
know
other
that's not
episode.
true.
Gamer confession.
ooh,
Telling lies
confessional.
now, Katie.
2 truths and a lie, gamer version.
I'm down.
And you have to pick out which one is the lie in the
like
gamer.
it. I like it.
Okay, future
like it.
options.
I like that.
So that's what I'm looking forward to is learning the said system so that I can run it for my daughter and my son both want to be part of it, but I'm sure that we can get some Massey killed children and some martyr children. Anyway, kiddos who want to come in. Children!
You're talking
in
about I'm going to
Equestria.
play.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
I hope it's super
Like
fun.
I said,
'cause,
children.
like,
With all of those children, it could be sheer and utter chaos, of which I'm absolutely expecting.
Can we just be the villains?
Yes.
that'd be great. Yeah, the adults.
Can the
Oh.
adults
I want to be
be the
Discord.
bad
I've already
guys?
claimed
Oh,
Discord,
that's so
but
good.
you guys can be.
I
Yeah,
just wanna
yeah, there we
be-
go.
4 kids on
I
that side,
just
4
want to be a
adults over here.
Decepticon.
Yeah, I call Cobra Commander, man.
Oh, you call it
Fine.
Discord. Okay, that's fair.
Fine.
I'm
I-
playing the
it's-
Green Ranger,
Oh,
but
documented
Rita's
here.
Green
Oh
Ranger.
yeah.
Yes. At
Did
any
you-
rate.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
I want to be Nightmare Moon from My Little Pony.
That's fair. I totally get that. She's
All right.
quite lovely as the nightmare she is. So that's one thing. Now, my favorite moment that I didn't get a chance to, Don, but I didn't.
It's
get a chance
it's right
to-
now. Just right now. Woman.
Here it is.
Favorite
Okay,
moment.
taking it. So my favorite gaming moment was our last session in Lance's. I'm gonna call it homebrew because I don't know. We called
Accidental
it
Brilliance.
Yeah, accidental brilliance is what we finally named ourselves. And so it was a whole thing. It was like, what was it, 8 hours that we spent that we dedicated to do all this. We dressed up by like what our imagination said our characters. Okay, not as good as Avital's cosplay.
So you cosplayed as your character.
We did not as good as an Avital cosplay, but we did, and we took a picture of ourselves in this cosplay kind of thing. We've got the photos somewhere. Josh has it
I have it,
somewhere. He
yeah.
has it, and it was really cool because of all of that time. Similar to the way Age of Ashes, we finally have kind of got a rhythm for how our group works together, or is going to do their own thing, Josh Martyr. But we now know this, and we understand this flow. In the same way, our Accidental Brilliance group, right? Because we had a lot of personalities there. By the time we got to the end, we actually we got each other. Like we started to, we had understood the different arcs that our characters had gone through and the processes anyway. And he brought the end together very, very well. He put a ton of thought into it. And of course he's not here. So are you listening, Lance? I'm calling you out. You're listening, right? Calling you out on the amount of care and the detail and the time that he took to be able to do that last hurrah for that. And then we all went out to dinner afterwards. And then there were gifts afterwards. Like he put so much attention and care into it. It was really
He
special.
gave me a D20 that has improv suggestions on it.
Yes.
I'm
that's
dead
cool.
serious. I was sitting over there.
Yes.
That's very
The
cool.
trophy that's behind you guys is my
Yeah.
most improved award. Apparently, I was the most improved player because
Behind my head.
I had to deal with being the non-official leader of the group as the paladin that became a cleric that became a paladin who fought with Vanessa and dealt with Aurora's wonderful imagination. Oh, now it's over here. Yes, it's not.
There it is. There it's yours. It's yours.
Yeah, if Deb can have her My Little Pony book, there's no reason why you can't have your pimp cup.
It's I half expected him to put the little thing
Plaque on it?
here.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We had a blast with it.
Yes. It was
It's good. Yeah.
That's metal. That's
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, it is. So that was my favorite moment because it was going to go under favorite game, and I was like, it was more just that day, that 8 hours. Not the other games weren't great, but that how everything was brought together to end it really, really well was I remember it.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, things that I'm looking forward to in 2024. A big one. We already kind of mentioned it, but being able to do a tribute show, a tribute improv show at PopCon Indy is something I'm really looking forward to. I'm also really looking forward to the potential return of Endless Dungeon at PopCon as well.
With all of those learning points having been well thought through. Please and thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you on all that.
Okay.
Should have a plan about the Thursday beforehand.
Yeah. When we're setting up, we'll have the breakdown. of it.
So I'm hearing therapy
We'll email it
sessions
out.
for everyone involved. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, cool.
One of the other things that I'm really looking forward to, which I happened to mention in private chat between Deb and Josh and I, because we host our Stable podcast, is if and when, as long as everything works out, that we get a chance to go down to Louisville for PopCon Louisville. We went down last year on Thursday, and I believe I have to double check with Brian, but I believe OVW does a show on Thursday.
Ooh.
Ohio Valley Wrestling.
And yes, if you have gotten a chance to check it out, if not, it's called Wrestlers on Netflix. But if you've gotten a chance to watch it, then you know all the greatness. If you have ever been interested in checking out what happens behind the scenes in a pro wrestling organization, that's a really good show to watch. It's real life. The people that are on there are real people. They deal with a lot of real things on that show. It's pretty interesting. I really love it, and I think if we have the opportunity to go to an OVW show, an Ohio Valley Wrestling show, while we're down there, that's going to be one of the highlights for me, I think, at 2024. But yeah, I think that the conventions that we have kind of in front of us are really excited. But one of the things that I'm super excited about is not even game related or anything like that. But I think, since Katie had mentioned her and her husband Jake's anniversary, my wife and I will be celebrating 17 years of marriage in February. And I think for once we actually are on the same page with actually doing something for our. So I'm really excited about that.
It only took 17 years. That's awesome.
Well, you're always learning. Never forget.
Never
That's it.
stop learning.
You're always changing. Actually, yeah, one of my wife and I's favorite musicals is Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Good musical.
And
I remember that.
the Artcraft Theater, if you guys are interested, the Artcraft Theater on February 16th and 17th, the 17th is my anniversary, is actually showing the movie at the theater. Yeah, so I think we're going to try and do
That's
like a day
perfect.
trip or
That's
something
cool.
like
That's
that
fantastic.
for our
That's
anniversary.
great.
Yeah, so I'm really
Very cool.
excited about that. That's going to be fun. And then since Don didn't let any of us talk about our favorite moments in 2023, I'm just going to talk about mine right now. Thanks, Don.
I thought we did.
Not favorite gaming moments. That's why they kept interrupting him about it. We're already over time,
Yeah, I
so they're
figured,
still
yeah.
giving him grief.
This is
We
my-
can make this a 2-part episode.
We can.
We can.
Just chop it awkwardly in the middle of Don's sentence.
Yeah.
Here's
and
the
then we'll
thing,
please
I would have had
hard-
to make it
just a
part
hard
2 about
edit.
20 minutes ago.
Just a hard cut. Okay.
Well,
So I think
about
my
mine.
favorite moment in 2023 this year was, or last year. Look at me, I'm giving Deb.
See?
A hard time.
See?
I can't keep it together because nobody else at this table can. So
Don't judge.
What do you put on your checks?
Actually,
right
hold
now?
on.
what do I? Put on
I
my
feel.
what?
Yeah,
I feel
do you
attacked.
still?
I
the
feel-
checks?
What
Who
checks?
writes a check?
What checks?
Exactly.
I write my signature on the back of a paycheck that I deposit in my account. That's the closest thing I do for a check.
I'll do that.
So there's a friend of ours that we've mentioned quite a few times. He's actually been on the show several years ago. Our friend Bill Stivers. He does a little fun, kind of small. I say small. There's like 40 people that show up to it. But it's a gaming weekend. It's like a men's retreat gaming weekend sort of thing. And last year, I actually got a chance to take my eldest son to it for the first time. And so Joey and I got a chance to hang out and play games together, and it was really cool. It was. My wife was like, "Are you sure?" Like, because one of her concerns is I want it to be an opportunity for you to kind of get away from having the responsibility of being dad and being husband, and like this is kind of a good weekend away. And I was like, no, you know what? Like, I feel like at 14, this is something that he will really enjoy and appreciate. And I remember those
14?
I
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Right.
it's real gross.
We're not talking. About it.
He'll be a freshman at my alma mater next fall.
We don't talk about Bruno. We don't
Yeah.
talk about Joey being 14.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my new mantra.
Yeah. Just so you know, for those of you watching at home, he is the first of our kids in the friend group children. So, but yeah, so I was really excited to be able to bring him to BillCon last year, and he was a little concerned at first because I just kind of dropped him in the pool.
He did.
I did legitimately.
was great.
You're off to the
Yeah,
races.
we got there on Thursday. We got there Thursday afternoon ish. We got everything set up in our cabin and stuff like that. And then we went into the game hall, and I had friends waiting on me to jump into a D&D game. And we walked in, and I said, "All right, have fun." And he goes, "What?" And I said, "It's all right." I said, "Grab a game." And walk around and see who's playing what and see if there's anything that catches your eye and just tell them that you're interested in maybe sitting and watching the game. I said, as a matter of fact, your uncle's not in this game right now. Follow him around for the next round. He'll help you out. And he did. He got into
Okay.
like 2 games in the
Good.
during the time that we were playing the Dungeons and Dragons session.
Good.
He played like 2 or 3 games, and then as soon as we got done, I made sure to go and sit down, and he and I played a game together. And then for the rest of the weekend, he was happy as a clam.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
so it was good
him.
stuff.
Oh, the werewolf night at the fire.
Oh
Oh,
my
man.
gosh!
Yeah,
Yes,
that was good.
poor kid.
That was good.
That poor kid. We played Are You a Werewolf? Played 2 sessions of Are You a Werewolf, and he didn't make it through any of them.
I understand that,
well,
Joey.
He
I
made it to the
understand.
first turn.
You
I
scapegoated
was-
him hard.
I was a werewolf. And he got about halfway through the game.
More than
and
I usually get,
and,
so bravo.
Yeah, and then he didn't make it through the rest of the game
Oh.
because
No.
I killed him.
Yep. Yeah, I bet you
or
did.
I can't remember if I.
Oh, you
if I
no,
killed
you
him or
got
if he
him.
got lynched.
He got lynched, but
Okay.
you were.
Oh yeah, no, I was.
Oh, yeah.
I was. I
complete
couldn't
jerk.
even. I was so. I
Oh,
couldn't. It
I
was
was-
hard. I was so.
Yeah. Ah.
There's still
I
bitter
forgot
emotion.
about that gaming moment right there.
It was good.
That was such a good game. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since
I
played
chose
a
wrong at
good
the end.
game of Werewolf. You did? Yep. It's his fault.
It
It's
is.
Jason's fault. That's right.
It's not the werewolf's fault. It's Jason's
It's
fault.
Pierce's
Now hold
fault.
on just
he had
a second.
he had an
here.
opportunity to save the village.
I did, and
he dropped the ball.
So moral of that story, Jason, always kill Don. just
Yeah,
kill
well,
Don.
here's the problem.
Hashtag kill. It was
Tim-
hashtag kill Josh. Hashtag kill John.
Yes, but Tim was also a werewolf.
Oh, dadgummit.
Right. So
Well,
you're
that-
already
you're
yeah.
already screwed.
Yeah, just
I'm
so you
sorry.
know,
You're
Josh,
already
were
in
you the
trouble.
Third?
Yeah, Josh was the third. So it was he and
Yeah,
I
we're
and our
out-
friend
we're out
Tim,
early.
and
I did,
literally,
I messed
oh
up,
yeah,
but I
Yeah.
got,
oh
I
yeah.
got people
Tim-
off the Don.
Tim, I wasn't
Yes.
worried about either. It was between you and the other dude.
Yeah.
I was like, you're just chaos, but I can't tell if.
Yes, yes.
And it was good. It was a really
Yes,
good
I am.
game,
It was
and
so good.
Lance did not help me at the end.
No,
Nope.
he didn't.
Nope.
No.
Not even a little bit.
That's
My
all right.
trouble with werewolf
He
is
had-
when I play
we
as
all had a great
myself.
time.
I'm
Yeah, it was good.
He had a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
time.
And if I don't play like myself, I'm suspicious.
Right.
Yeah.
Because people think, okay, you're too quiet. I'm like, well, no, I'm naturally quiet. No, you're not. Yeah, well, yeah, actually, I am. Okay, actually, I'm naturally observing and just sit back and watch people. Okay, well, then I go in and I'm like, okay, no, we're really going to be involved. You're not really involved. Deb's actually an introvert. Why is she so involved? And I'm like, son of a monkey. It doesn't matter what I am. So I rather watch the
Danged
chaos.
if you do, danged if you don't.
I am.
She's a great moderator.
Yeah, exactly. My calling as a moderator and to watch the chaos, apparently, and giggle in my sleeve the whole time.
All right, so can I say my favorite gaming moment of
Go for it.
23?
Go for
Because mine's good and it's funny and it's pretty quick. So we do a gift exchange at work every year. This year we did a white elephant. One of my coworkers got a horribly inappropriate game. I don't even remember the name of it, but it's like all the prompts are very not safe for work. So it's very ironic we played this at work with our coworkers. And it's basically you have teams of 2. And one person draws, one person has to guess. And you can toss out a card if you're another team and you know what the answer is. Like I said, most of them pretty inappropriate. Some of them were like just more adult themed. One was blood-sucking lawyer. Like, how do you illustrate that? Or like 6 feet under.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And there was one that was very, very obviously, and you can't do any numbers or letters in any of your drawing.
Oh.
It has to be just illustration.
Right.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
And so we were playing, and one of our other coworkers comes in who didn't decide to play. He's like, "Oh, bye guys, I'm leaving." And I said, "Oh, Neil, would you like to watch us illustrate the most inappropriate things you can think of?" And he was like, "No, I'm good." And it wasn't until that moment when I said out loud what the game was about that my dear, wonderful husband realized it was an inappropriate game. And that's why all of his guesses had been so awful, because he didn't realize it was a not safe for work themed game. There was one where he was like, "Oh, okay, they're having an out of body experience," and I was like, "Oh, that's 2 people copulating." Like, it was adorable, and I was just like, "Oh, you sweet, wonderful man."
Jake got hung out to dry.
Poor Jake.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's good. That's
so
good.
good.
Oh.
That's so good.
Anyone else?
Yes.
Yes.
Assuming Jason, how long have we been playing in this session, this campaign, these characters? It was last year. Did we start this year?
It's been 1 year.
Okay, so it probably happened in 2023.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Yeah, I think so.
We were in some temple dungeon thing, and we had been making a lot of noise, and an invisible thing attacked us, and the party killed it. And it was some kind of dark fey creature.
It was a Svartalfar.
Sartlafar, right?
Sure.
God
That was
bless
gonna be
you.
my guess.
And so every
No,
time,
Spartlefire.
because there are people in our party with guns, we could hear music, and every time we shot the guns, the music stopped for a while, and then after the music would start back up again. And so we finally reached the place where the music is coming from, and it's this high fae lady and her court. They're performing for her.
It was a Leon and she.
It was a Leon and she.
Oh.
Dangerous.
This is a family-friendly show. You watch it.
Yeah,
Dangerous.
Yeah, we're gonna have a whole lot of Mario
Dangerous.
jumps. I don't know. Okay.
No. And she says, your group has come into my home, my area that she was put there to protect this area, this sort of temple-ish place, and you kill one of my court. How dare you? And I'm playing a bard for the first time. And Jason has a system in his game with a thing called Destiny Points.
Okay.
And you gain them from leveling or from doing really cool roleplay things.
Very homebrew.
Very homebrew. But you can spend them to do extra cool things, or just to I want to make sure it's a natural 20 or whatever.
Right.
And so my bard character, he says to the lady, I am not sure how we can atone for killing a member of your court, but I will give you a performance that I can guarantee, well, that it may not be the best performance that you've ever heard. It will be the best performance that I have ever given. And she says, okay. So I spend like one
Okay.
Destiny point to make it a natural 20 for my like performance roll.
Okay.
And a lot of the other people aided
Okay.
in the party. And, you know, I played a song for 8 minutes, you know, with my stringed instrument. I forget what kind it was at that point. Oh, it was the Faklukin Bandori.
Sure.
What?
Yep. That's
Yeah.
what I thought
That's
too.
yeah, that's what it's called.
Yep.
That's the name of it.
The flock looking?
Faklukin.
Faklukin?
Okay.
Faklukin
See,
Bandori.
that sounded
Bandori.
more German than what she said.
It's Irish, really.
Okay,
Faklukin
all right,
Bandori.
okay, fair enough.
Gaelic.
It's a stringed instrument, you know, sort of lute-ish. And so I did that, and it was the number was very good, and you know I finish, and she's like, oh, you're interesting, and she says, that was very good. She's like, I will forgive you your whole entire party of all your transgressions and ensure that you have free passage throughout my realm if you accept my gift.
We all know a gift from a fae is a really good.
We all had been
Oh yeah, that's the
Told-
best
yeah.
thing you can do.
A gift.
Yeah.
from a
Yeah.
fae.
Yeah, 100%.
And I knew
No
that this
strings
was
attached to
dangerous.
those.
So
Especially from what sounds like an archfey.
oh yeah.
Or yeah.
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 Big,
So-
big bad nasty fey.
I ask her a few questions. I clarify, like, nobody will get hurt. We will all be allowed to leave when we're done. And she said yes. And I knew that my character knows that accepting a gift from a fae is not a good idea. But I did not see any other way to get out of the situation, so I said yes.
Okay.
And she blessed me with extra magical performance abilities for the string instrument. She touched the instrument and it changed in appearance, and I gained
She
for
became
numbers wise I gained a +6 to my stringed instrument performance.
Wow, yeah.
And she's like, you know, can continue wherever, and you know, play. She's like, you are gonna be amazing. You know, keep being amazing. That was very cool. Found out after because there was a different adventuring group there, and someone else had accepted a gift from her on purpose to gain power.
NPC wizard.
NPC wizard. Because of various things that my party did, she engaged her half of that gift and drained all of the life from him
To grow younger.
to grow younger.
As they do.
So I knew that was possible.
Right.
After I had already accepted the gift, I figured there was something.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm gonna connect it to this lady in some
There's
way.
a catch.
But I went and talked to her about it and said that I was worried, and we actually came to like an understanding, and I genuinely believe that she's not going to do that for just no reason. Like,
Intriguing.
unless I'm like dying or near the end of my natural life, she may then just
Well, right.
pull us. But like we actually kind of came to this understanding. Yeah, and I also agreed that I would play a song about her so that her folk above ground would know that she was performing her duties,
Okay.
because this was way down deep below and she couldn't leave.
Right. And couldn't look right.
Right.
Understood.
Nothing specific, but enough specifics that her people would know. And,
No, right.
That's cool.
and it was very cool, and so I am so good at performing.
Hey, yawn.
And it's also it's very cool because I can use performance instead of diplomacy and bluff.
Nice.
Yeah, we know another character that does that.
Yeah,
in
and
our
I
game.
also took on feats to be able to diplome groups,
Diplomacize.
diplomatize
Size.
groups with
Diplomancy.
Yeah,
diplomats
that's what it
with
is.
groups and everything, which I have used, but it's like, and because of that also I'm a mythic now, which
Yeah,
is
she
just
is
wild.
The conduit through which you have gained a mythic ascension.
Right. So like,
Oh.
yeah,
She's a conduit.
Wow.
Yes.
conduit. Yeah.
What kind of
So-
witch?
What kind of way?
Conduit. Fate.
A conduit
Fate,
of
yeah.
diplomancy.
Diplomacy.
But yeah,
So
so it
Is
was
the
really
diplomat the
cool.
one you debate?
But
But only if you're a master debater.
my
Completely lost.
my
being honest.
my stringed instrument performance skill with that instrument, and I don't want to use any other instrument that's part of it.
Right.
You know, is 23 without rolling anything. So
Nice.
the one time I just was like, "Hey, can I play at your tavern?" Because there was like we were on a ship and we were like in town, and they were like, "Oh yeah, sure, you can come back, later and perform for like the evening crowd or whatever." And and I just roll, and it's just and they're just like,
Uh-huh.
and so they gave me like what they
When did
said
the
they
rock
would give
star
me,
walk in?
and then this immense
It's exactly what I
immense
imagined. It's
tip
like,
on top of that, and it was so funny. I was like,
Taylor Swift wants to just know if she can sing
Nice.
for a little bit up on here,
Nice.
right? Or something.
but yeah,
That's- That's pretty.
so funny. It's so funny.
That is great.
Oh, but also, I've mentioned this before, but the really cool thing was the writing the song about Glory, the dragon. Like I actually wrote a little sea shanty. That was really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we actually still gotta
awesome.
turn that into like a real song.
Yeah, we
sorry,
keep
it's
saying we're
bad.
gonna
Yeah,
eventually
I know,
record it.
it's
There's so many things happening.
time.
But it was very fun.
I'm gonna
And
give Avital her highlight package.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean-
Exactly. Yeah.
somebody has to actually
Yeah, I-
write music for it because I don't write music. I just sang
Sang the song.
the tune
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the notes are.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's what the tune is.
But yeah, that was very cool.
Well, someone who has a piano probably could
We will need to split this
plunk
up.
it out.
Too bad we don't know any of those people.
No, I've never met anybody who's got an electric piano upstairs that they paid a lot of money for. Moving on.
Hey.
What?
She does too.
Boom. Piano girls.
Oh. Boop, boop.
It took piano
Mine's
for
also
2
upstairs.
years.
It's not at your house, but mine.
Right, that's good to know that that's actually mine.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was upstairs too.
I mean, I also have
Extra
one.
piano.
Yeah.
But you're not a girl. You
That
can't
is
be the piano girl.
No,
Are you sure?
We're piano girls. I'm not sure.
that's true.
Can't assume anymore.
That's true.
He's got some long hair.
That's true. He does have a.
Well, I
I
have
know it's all in the hair
I
department.
have a parlor piano in my church worship office, so we could be the piano boys.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's
I have a better idea.
Huh?
You're just all piano people.
People.
Oh.
Oh,
It's
Ooh,
all-
alliteration.
It's an alliteration.
Yeah.
There
Come
we
on.
go. Okay.
P
All right.
squared.
P squared.
P
Love it.
squared.
Oh,
How about not?
All right.
Yeah.
Don, take us home.
P squared.
Yeah.
P squared.
So what are we doing now? What's
I have no
But-
idea.
Oh my goodness.
We're
Well-
wrapping it up.
Anyway.
Well, I don't know if this is going to end up being one long episode or two shorter
a
episodes.
long time. I don't.
But I do have two facts just in case.
I'm not surprised.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah. All right. Let's wrap up this bad boy.
Look, this is 2 episodes. This is 251 and 253.
There's gonna be an
Yeah,
awkward
Just-
cut
it's happening.
somewhere, and it's
At
gonna
some
happen.
point, thanks for joining
There's
us.
like, yeah, I was gonna say there's like some weird moment of silence that we all had. I'm sure we can just cut it there and then voice over.
Yeah, I mean, isn't there like, do we get to give our gaming?
I mean, I was
Thing.
joining
Go
Deb. I
for
guess he. So go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm like I'm the eternal GM. So
the
like,
eternal sunshine and
yeah, no, I wish.
Spotlight.
My-
Not really at all.
My
Or like the
in the
eternal
dark-
darkness.
in the
my group caused a golem to have an existential crisis.
no, hang on.
I caused my group to have an
Come on.
existential crisis last night.
Nice.
That wasn't 2023 though.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Let's clarify. Bonnie's
Bonnie's
Pixie
Pixie.
put this golem into an existential crisis
Who is a bard,
with
by the
two
way.
consecutive Nat 20 critical diplomacy rolls.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
that's-
might be mindless, but he's still going. Why am I doing this? Why am I
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
What is my purpose?
What is that?
Very awesome.
Really?
Master.
Yeah.
Right.
and then we saved what is in the actual adventure path, a halfling girl. We saved her, but we assumed that she was a little human girl. And so then Josh, being an incredible GM, went ahead and just made her a little human girl, and we've decided that now this Gollum thing is a big daddy, and she's a little sister.
Yep.
Nice.
So
He's like
Yeah.
a protector
Okay.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
it happened.
Done.
This
Yeah.
really happened.
So our
Ah.
game is turning into Bioshock.
Right. Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly
That-
but surely.
And I'm
Yeah,
here
all right.
for
And
it.
she's gonna learn to be a Black Widow, and it's
Yes,
the whole
I'm
thing.
just saying it's
you
gonna
say?
be.
Goodness
it's gonna
gracious.
Be, and we have.
Well, we do have Prime.
With,
which
without
Prime's
the
gonna teach
torture.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
She's just gonna be real good at fighting.
she's
Primes are
really-
right.
Yes.
we got a
we
Strix
have-
fighter and a Strix rogue. She's
we
gonna
have
hit it in the
anything
front
to
and then
say-
she'll stab it in the
What
back
is
right after.
Strix?
An avian race.
Yep.
They're kind of bird people.
They're like
So-
owl people in traditional mythology.
What's
Yeah.
that?
They're like owl
Ooh.
people in traditional
Yes.
mythology.
They don't. Yeah, they have
Yes.
wings. But they do speak. They speak Strix as their native language.
But they're not Tengu.
But they're not Tengu. Don't confuse them with that.
They
They
talk?
They do.
They do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in the story, I have been a close friend to Kayla's character for a long time. She was kind of like my protector, but I speak Strix. I'm the only one in the group that speaks Strix, so I can actually speak to the two because we kind of grew up together. Everybody else would just be like, "What?" And I'll just like, in Strix, Kayla and I are talking like this, and they're just like, "Okay." So yeah, but then Prime's character who also speaks Strix is just over there sitting like,
Kayla
wrong
does
with you?
too.
"That's yeah."
It's their native language.
Kayla and Prime's native language. I learned it
Apart
as a result of
from
being a best friend.
the actual Strix.
Yeah.
She's the only one that she's not
Right.
saying she's the only one that speaks Strix.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's very rare for a human to speak Strix, but I actually do. So anyway, we create so much chaos. It's great.
Yeah. So
And I just try and keep everyone in the party alive.
And that's hard work, by the way. That is
Yeah.
hard work.
The hardest person to keep alive, myself.
Is
healer.
John.
Ah, yeah.
It's facts.
Sure.
That's the truth. I think I have nearly died more than just about everyone else in the party.
I think he's right.
A successful end to
well.
a book in an adventure path is your Avengers shawarma scene where they're all like, "Did we really
Yeah.
just survive that?" Like that's
Yeah.
a
Oh, I want
successful ending.
shawarma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
I am also
I'm
hungry.
also.
I believe we've fully derailed now. This is
Yes.
great.
100%.
This is excellent.
We're in shawarma. We are
You know,
not.
we were on a really good track for most of that episode, and yeah, I think this is where the train came off.
Yeah, during the second episode. Yeah.
Yeah, the second part.
absolutely.
The second part. We're all
second-
tired and hungry, and some of us are sick and tired of talking. And then there's me, who's never tired of talking.
You had two established facts. I heard that
I do.
rumor.
I do.
Did we
It's
say
not a
the
rumor.
last one?
It's not a rumor.
Getting
No.
ready to.
Yet?
I'm getting ready to.
Okay.
Okay.
I wasn't sure
So
where
on
we-
episode 200.
But wait a second.
No, don't wait. Just go.
Is there
Now gone
something?
PvP, people.
Is there something that Don has not allowed?
No, I was no.
No, he's
No.
literally
I'm
just
just-
trying to be that guy.
Just messing with
I'm here for it.
I'm just being a
Piercy,
chaos
you know,
demon right now.
You know that I'm the wrong
Slithering.
person.
I know.
To tempt
That's
with
why I did it.
chaos. Like, I'm down. I'm down. You are eternal darkness. I am the eternal light of chaos.
Yeah.
The eternal light of
Yin and
chaos.
yang
Yeah,
of
it's perfect.
Are we
Yes,
inventing
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, we have not started our alignment
What's the
episodes yet,
word?
people. Okay, that's for
for
coming in the future.
a pantheon?
Pantheon,
We're,
yeah.
we're
Pantheon.
inventing a pantheon
That's
right
it.
now.
That's
Please
it.
don't
Okay,
worship
cool.
us.
This
Well,
is the
well,
third
I'm
episode.
about to be the real hangry part of the pantheon. So let's wrap it up. Eternal light.
No, but this is a good idea to actually. Let's invent a pantheon one time. Okay, anyway.
Oh man. All
Write
right.
that down. That's future.
No, because the eternal light of chaos,
I'll
that's an
write
intense
it
statement right there.
It really
An
is.
intense phrase. Anyways,
Yeah.
please.
All right.
Yeah.
You have 3 facts
Here we
now?
go. On episode 251 of our Established Facts podcast, we discussed, I believe we discussed the first part of the new Pathfinder core books. Talked a little bit about getting into the new system of what is the errata of 2nd edition. And we had established that all truth of existence can be found on page 7 of the GM core. If you don't understand the reference, well, first get yourself a GM core, and second, listen to 251. You'll figure it out.
And you'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. Okay, so on episode 252 of the Established Facts, we have 2 facts. I will start with the most recent, and then go to the one that I did earlier.
Episode 252 and 253, right?
Yeah, I guess this is,
Yes, it is.
252 and 253.
Decided mid-episode. Go
There
ahead.
we go. There we go. All right. The Established Facts is now petitioning Paizo to create a magic class called Diplomancy. That's your fact number 1. Diplomancy should be a real thing.
And
Paizo,
with the new rules for the wizard and the
We can
different
do it.
school class, like absolutely,
make it
diplomancy
happen.
could easily be one of those.
Diplomancy.
I
Mainly
agree.
just charm spells. You could probably just pull some stuff that you already have.
Oh yeah.
Just make it like,
You
or
get
just
pluses
a
to
magic
diplomacy.
discipline, diplomancy. I like
Yeah.
it. And our second established fact, after 10 weeks of full-time work, Katie can now put Defender of Hyrule on her resume.
Yeah.
400 hours. Seriously.
Over 400. Yeah, absolutely.
That is
That is a serious
that's
training
wild.
regimen, people. Holy sh!
My goodness.
It's called
they say-
hyperfocus.
They say that, what is it, 10,000 hours of something is what it takes to master a
Yes.
skill or
Yeah,
something
makes
like
you
that.
master. Yeah.
So a few
lot.
more playthroughs, you'll be set.
You will be a
Close.
resident expert
You'll
on.
be set. As a matter of fact, I wonder what would happen if we accumulated all of your different Zelda playthrough.
I can tell you
accumulated
almost
hours.
all of it for the Switch because they do like a year in review.
Yeah.
And for the year of 2023, I played almost 800 full hours of Legend of Zelda combined between games.
There you go.
Actually, more than that because it didn't count December because I just started a replay of Skyward Sword. So probably close to 900.
There you go, people. There you go.
I love it. I likes what I likes.
I like
That's
So her
the heart wants.
her
It's fair.
the almighty ruler and eternal queen of Hyrule.
There you
Will
go.
be her part of the
Yeah,
pantheon.
I love it.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on what ended up being the appropriate level of chaos. Episode 252 and 253, apparently, of the Established Facts. Don't forget, we love you all very much.
Please don't sue us.
And we'll check you later.
Bye.
Deuces.
Bye. Bye.
Right. So did we.